Hi, I'm putting this on my second channel so I don't get fucked over by the white knights that I'm going to talk about. By virtue of it being on my second channel, I will not put a whole lot of effort into this rant video, so be prepared to stare at a black screen and be confused for the next 5 to 10 minutes. I'm certain you've seen the title, so just a bit of preamble first. There seem to be so many controversies surrounding hololive that a new one crops up every 2 weeks. It was so bad that half a year ago in November, I wrote a document 3,000-ish words long about the controversies, writing the winds of the Mano Alloway incident. I could probably read that out and have it be a video of its own, since the main thing I talk about is the thing I talk about here: white knights and a terribly cannibalistic community. Of course, it's natural that with a group of creators this large, that drama would appear if they've done this for several years. Even more so with streamers because, it's live. But I'm under the impression that their rate of drama is a little higher than most, mainly because of this hyper-reactive community. I can't say much about the hololive community on Twitter, because I don't engage with that part. As for the hololive community on Reddit, I am uncomfortably familiar. If you say an unpopular opinion in YouTube comments, the worst that will happen is you'll get replied to a bunch, maybe get your comment ratioed by another one responding to you. The same thing will happen on Twitter, but it's 10 times as humiliating. If the same thing happens on Reddit, your comment is pushed to the bottom of the comment section and possibly even hidden if you don't agree with the mob. Alright, so I'll just get full on into it now. The main thing that urged me to write this was Holo Bass purging his channel. After about a 2-month struggle of trying to contact Cover Corp to get his work reinstated on Spotify after they striked it down, he cracked. Amelia Watson, the hololive member whose voice he used in the song that got his channel big in the first place, sang the song without asking for permission. Of course, this was at chat's request and on a charity stream nonetheless as a goal. No matter how you slice it, it wasn't her fault. The main issue was that Cover did not ask for permission. I imagine that this meant, in his eyes, that Cover either didn't see him as a content creator, despite striking his work down on Spotify, or that they considered all fan-made content to be in their possession, and or that one cannot make revenue off of fan-made content. This part is all secondhand knowledge, so take it with a grain of salt. He kinda blew up on Twitter, made some threatening remarks like, if I was a terrible person, I would consider copyright striking the charity livestream. After the backlash hit, after those tweets, he decided to wipe the YouTube channel, I'm pretty sure the Twitter too. I'm not sure how the Bandcamp and SoundCloud will go, but as of right now, things are not looking the best, and to be honest, I totally get it. It seems he's sort of come to terms with it by the time his final update videos come out, which was like an hour or so ago by the time I'm writing this. Maybe 2 hours by the time I'm recording this. Most of the comments on this Reddit post, which is where I actually learned about what the tweet said, are saying that they are glad he's gone, that he's ruined his career, and that he could have made it big if he just didn't blow up on the community, and blah blah blah. All comments made by people that have never experienced the misery of content creation and having it struck down. Whether it's due to website guidelines, copyright, or public opinion, having something you've worked on for months be tossed into the bridge is a fucking awful thing to go through, and clearly, most of the people making comments like this have not experienced that. They haven't had their channels with years worth of work on it, at least half of which was made for free or low profit relative to the work put into it, taken away, because of someone abusing the copyright system, because of people mass reporting their videos, because of hackers and phishers, because of YouTube retroactively enacting their guidelines on videos that are a decade old, or taking down videos for no reason and not fixing their system's error until the creator makes a big stir about it on Twitter. You can get fucked over so easily. And he's tried to resolve things for a noticeable amount of time. Someone on the Reddit said 2 months isn't that long. In the context that he wasn't getting paid for his work for 2 whole months, that's kind of a long time. And you know what's crazy? The YouTube video itself that has the announcement just has overwhelming support for his future endeavors. Even those that think he handled things terribly wished him luck. The people on the Reddit shitting on him were not fans of his music. They were fans of hololive and the fact that such music was related to it. They assumed that he always wanted to make music without pay for a company that will use his music without paying or even notifying him that they are using his music. I don't know about you, but that's kind of insane. That's like Nintendo going to all the people that have ever made and sold Kirby plushies, then confiscating them and reselling them because they were made with Kirby's homage and they own Kirby's character, so therefore they also own all fan-made content of Kirby and can prohibit people from profiting off of it. That's a little bit of a different situation, I know, but I think it's still a fair comparison. Nintendo doesn't do it because they're massive and they make money in other ways. Hololive is on the up and up, and I don't doubt that people have sold themed merchandise of their talents before. Will they start bullying those artists for trying to profit off of their artwork? Time can only tell, I guess. On to my main point. The community, at least on Reddit and the orbiters of the subreddit, is attempting to cannibalize itself and has been for virtually all of its existence. Gatekeeping, elitism, and ass-kissing are all too common. Here's another example. Side note, again, this is all secondhand knowledge as well. I have a high likelihood of being wrong on some of this. Okay? Mori Calliope and Gargura did a collaborative stream yesterday, which was kind of a shit show. I wasn't there myself, but from what I heard, it was supposed to be River City Girls. That was pushed back because they didn't get all the permissions in time. Then it was Cuphead, but Steam Remote Play lag made it virtually unplayable for Gura. Then it was Phasmophobia. Stream sounded like the epitome of scuff, which, personally, I've basically signed up for since the moment I decided to follow hololive English. Now, 2 constructive criticism comments were highlighted by the Reddit community as the reason behind Callie actually privating the stream, which is undoubtedly untrue. The idea that 2 comments would make 2 comments that are neutral at worst in nature would make her private a stream is kind of strange considering how she's reacted to haters in the past. Even people that were there themselves after the stream was over were saying, yeah, no, it looked like the same amount of support as usual in the comment section, but these 2 comments were blown out of proportion. There were dozens of Reddit posts effectively shitting on these 2 people, trying to offer some solutions to problems that might turn off new viewers or even existing viewers. Callie's responded to her detractors and haters in the past in full stride. She's not the type to lay down and take it, so clearly privating the stream was an act she made of her own volition. Apparently she's done this before with streams she feels aren't as high quality. I know Takanashi Kiara has had a lot of technical difficulties in the start, and a lot of those streams are either members only or private now. As a content creator, having low quality work stand next to your higher or medium quality work is irritating. So what does this have to do with Holo Bass? It's just another example of how the Reddit community will take secondhand knowledge, then overreact and form opinions that are only ever on the side of the streamers. They are more than eager to take their malice out on fellow fans while also enforcing positivity, and I think that's terrifying. It's the reason I don't like most big streamers. Dissenting is social death. And I really think the pool of people that enjoy hololive and hololive content have diverse opinions on things and can reach civil conclusions and have discussions. But it's a shame that the forum most suited to discussions, being a literal forum called Reddit, is only really suited to mob mentality and confirming your predisposed biases. Biases? Yeah. Now, I just wanted to clarify, because this is sort of the end of what I wanted to talk about. I am talking about a loud minority of people. The people that enjoy the content without commenting on the live stream, without taking all these radical stances in favor of the streamers, are most viewers. The subreddit has 400k members. Back in November, it barely had 200k. Realistically, 100k at best of these members are the kinds of people I'm talking about. Considering the amount of hololive members with over 1 million subscribers is in the double digits, I would say these people are definitively a minority. If you look at the Reddit and assume that's what chat's like, it would explicitly be unwelcoming. Like I said, if you're not showering the streamer with overwhelming positivity, you're the odd one out. You've got to do what everybody else feels like doing. Now is the time to make fun of the streamer because they made a simple mistake and said, "Drats, how could I make such a simple mistake? I am so dumb." Now is not the time to call the streamer bad, even though they are being bad at the video game, even though that's what we were doing like 5 minutes ago, and now I'm the asshole, and now chat is going to drag me for this. No, that's not what chat's like. I'm very glad about that, whether or not it's because chat's flying too fast for you to be harassed. Alright? Alright, I also wanted to say, before I reach this conclusion, when I say in favor of the streamers, I am not saying that the streamers are always wrong, because I think they're in the right 90% of the time when it comes to controversies and problems that have cropped up surrounding hololive. However, what I do not like is the massive amount of white knights that will support even the most dubious decisions. Straight up, one of these streamers could murder someone and they'd say, you know what, all this hate is not necessary. These people will defend the streamers to death regardless of how much they mess up. And I think it's a terrible approach to have with content creators. Everyone makes mistakes, and the most important part is that they're able to acknowledge and recover from those mistakes. And if you don't point out those mistakes, they will never be able to tell that they are mistakes. Constructive criticism is necessary, and even constructive criticism is getting shit on. Even a situation where like half a year of hard work is immediately flushed down the drain is being disregarded as a betrayal to the community because he made an emotional post on Twitter. I think the Reddit is far too biased towards the hololive talents and even Cover Corp itself, I would say. Yeah, I don't really actually have a proper conclusion now that I think about it. This video is disorganized as all hell. This is why I do not do talking videos. I scripted this video. I wrote it down, and my ideas are still all over the place. Yeah, I guess in conclusion, the hololive Reddit can suck a fat one, and the hololive English Discord server can suck a fatter one because they banned me for making a Shane Dawson reference. Bye!